As the advisor of the President's chair, Dr. Senate, for international relations, I will address you today about the trajectory of the WAFD. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it gives me great pleasure to address you today in my capacity, as I told you, of the advisor of the international affairs in the WAFD Party. And now allow me first to give a glimpse of the trajectory of the WAFD Party. The eruption of the 1919 revolution, led by the leader Ta'rud, came to liberate Egypt from the shackles of British occupation. This in turn allowed the creation of the country's first institutionalized political organization in contemporary history, the WAFD Party. Under the guidance of Ta'rud, followed by Mustafa Nahas, al-WAFD became a dominant political force, garnering massive public support and admiration. The party was able to contribute immensely to the development of the 1923 Constitution and the evolution of Egypt's political system. Over a period of 3 decades, between the end of British rule and the outbreak of the 1952 revolution led by Gamal Abdel Nasser, the balance of power rested with the king, the WAFDist leadership, and the British residency. But it was a turbulent relationship. During that period, the WAFD became one of the most successful political organizations, but with the rise of Gamal Abdel Nasser, the era of liberal politics in Egypt was ended, as he abolished all political parties. I want to underline also that the WAFD, in the person of his Secretary General, Mukram Abid, was the first Arab politician who made a tour of the Arab countries, which was the first at the time. He visited Palestine, our cherished country, Palestine, and we must cheer for it now. Cheer for Palestine. Cheer for Palestine. He visited at the time from 1939 Palestine, Jordan, and Greater Syria, which encompassed Lebanon today. And he was one of the signatories of the foundation of the Arab League. I forgot to mention that women had a very important role at the time, and it was the first time that women took to the streets to demand independence of the British. And they were led by Safiya Hanim al-Gharoul, the wife of the leader. What about today? What is its program for election? We think that Egypt's size, location, and position as a source of stability and continuous economic growth in the region, the challenge and opportunity are great before it to maintain this track record of performance in the face of challenging regional and global economic and geostrategic shocks. There is an opportunity for economic reform, and there is an opportunity for transformation of state ownership politics, as well as how Egypt would plan to interact with the international organizations. Uppermost on Egypt and in international minds is the aspiration to transform the economy towards sustainable growth, dominated by export-led industry in a way which creates quality jobs for Egyptian young trainable force and encourage vocational training. One of the main objectives of the WAFD Party is to bring up a new generation of young WAFD leaders. Thank you for your attention.